hello there. You've found Taun Can't Play, the show on the internet that is the only one that matters. It's where me and my friend Preston Black like to play video games and invite all of you into the humble abode that is our hearts. As previously mentioned, joining me on the couch, as always, it's the Slick Asshole. Slick Asshole? Slick Asshole.
Yeah. Before you go in, just because this is something that came up last time, do you want to deactivate players controlling enemies?
That was worth interrupting my fun intro. Agent hunt settings don't allow. Partner join? Yeah, because I can't... I feel bad. People are definitely trying to play this game faster than we are. Or more efficiently. But whatever, they're stuck with us.
I mean, they can back out if they don't like it, you know?
Yeah. I am also...
Also, this game is like 8 years old, so... Like, you've had plenty of time to do your speedrun. And if you're trying to get through it that quick, why are you doing it online?
Yeah.
Like... I don't feel bad for them.
I'm gonna have to practice speedrunning this game. Fortnite Marathon 5, coming to an October near you this October.
What up? It's Preston Black.
I'm also all up on the mic because this controller is charging. So I'm...
Do you want me to pull the mic away from you a little bit?
No, I'm happy.
Okay.
Get out of my zone. So yeah, we just saved Deborah. We've been looking for Deborah. This is a really fun part of the game where I just kind of... Especially because it's an AI teammate, I just kind of have to walk... And hope he's got my shit.
Cockroaches that are falling from the ceiling?
Oh, those are ceiling cockroaches. No, I think that's just debris.
Oh.
See, that is debris, but on my back, that's Deborah. So
sure.
Remember that important distinction.
It looked like they were dropping like horseshoe crabs on you, and I was like,
that sucks.
That's a weird Resident Evil enemy.
Crabs! Crab battle! Yo, shout outs to anyone who remembers Crab Battle.
I don't know what that is.
I can kick! I can pick stuff up and I can kick! Oh, fuck yeah. These posers are fucking hoes.
You got subs on, right? So if I turn it down, it's not gonna.
Hey, subs on, dubs on, whoever. We're not here to kink shame. The gang is all here. Y'all get up here. I'm gonna stomp. Yeah, look at me.
She's really like smooth and like bony.
Yeah.
Right? Like, doesn't she look like? Not,
who, Deborah?
Yeah, like not fully fleshed out as a model.
Yeah, like maybe she wasn't. Maybe it's revealing that she's not a main character. You may have just spoiled the shelf life of Deborah. My kicks are contextual for which direction the camera's facing, which is kind of fun because then I can do this fun back kick.
It's nice of them to make her like camisole just short enough that every time you kick, we get a little upskirt.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, I got this. I don't need no Leon. Let that motherfucker burn. Yeah, I find that in a lot of games I play with female pro tags that I'm more focused on the action. And then as soon as someone walks in, they're like, why can you see up that girl's skirt? And I'm like, shit, I wasn't looking there. You're so right.
I mean, it's easier to do that when like you're not the one.
Right.
Like I'm not focused on the action. It makes
sense how we got here, but I always feel like a fucking fool because I'm like, God, I should have noticed that.
I feel like anytime we're playing anything, I'm looking more at like the context and making observations about like, you know,
you're just a real big picture person.
I am, and I like to call out the upskirts, you know, just like, yeah, this is a good game, but
you freaky though.
But like, there's
why'd I vibrate?
Why?
Porque es Neolis vibrate.
Who are those there for? You know what I mean?
For me, baby. No, there's a lot of big Deborah heads out there in the Resi 6 community.
Is that right?
Yeah, lots of Debbie heads.
Wow. Who plays Deborah in the Resident Evil movie franchise?
Mila Jovovich. How do you say her name? That's not even a dunker.
I feel like
most
people that I know have said it Jovovich. But the like British people that I follow on the internet pronounce it
that was Leon. I was waiting for Leon to come save my ass, but it was just his stupid shit.
They pronounce it Jovovich, but they also say Scarlett Johansson.
Wow.
But they're also like closer to like Northern European cultures than I am, so I'm sort of forced to trust their interpretation.
You hear my guts? I have the loudest guts in the game, and I keep hearing them. I've been really like indigestion heavy today.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sorry. You're going to hear a lot of guts.
It's all right. I'm having a little bit also. We're in this together.
I'm probably going to be really gassy tonight. I'm not there yet, but
that
the gassy winds do blow.
That chickpea salad that I forced you to eat.
That was really good.
It tends to have there's a lot of gassy components in there.
Ah. I keep trying to kick Leon's ass.
I used a lot of chili powder.
Whoa.
For the almonds, and also there's a bunch of almonds.
Are almonds a gassy one?
I mean, I just kind of attribute anything that's like high in protein to gassiness, like beans.
Okay.
Because it's like not quite as easily broken down.
God, I fucking love this game.
By your guts.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Please
do, because I don't want to talk about what I'm talking about anymore.
You seem like you need to rescue. I've been listening to Waypoint Radio rather. It's a gaming podcast with Austin Walker, Patrick Klepek, Kato, I forget his last name, and Rob Zachney. Okay. They've had other people on and off here and there.
Is Patrick Klepek NES Punk? Or is that a different Patrick?
That's a different Patrick.
Okay. I don't know. Then I don't know who any of those people are.
They're all games journalists of like varying amounts.
I feel like I've heard Patrick Klepek's name before, but it might only be
someone. I think he might have
referencing.
Been writing and was somewhat near the center of Gamergate stuff. I don't know very much context for Gamergate, but I think he was like had an article that got shared around a bunch or something.
Remember Gamergate? Jesus.
Barely.
What a time in our lives.
I remember people talking about I didn't have my finger on the pulse of gaming at the time, so
yeah, I kind of came in afterwards.
Do you want to not with that shit? Fucking
sorry.
It's very distracting.
Pile of pennies. Deborah!
But they were recently talking about
I thought you were going to go all the way.
Games of the year.
See ya. Yeah.
Damn. Hate to see it. Talking about Resident Evil 2. And every time anytime any Resident Evil game comes up, Patrick motherfucking Klepek has to just pipe up and say, yeah, you know, they've had a lot of weird games, they've had a lot of good ones, lots of bad ones, but fuck Resident Evil 6, that game is horse shit. And like, that's only 2/3 true, which I think is unfair. Maybe not even 2/3. I think this game is at least half good.
Okay.
And to say anything otherwise is completely unfair.
Like, it does good things, but it's also a little bit overstuffed, because there's, like 6 or 7 campaigns?
There are 4 discrete campaigns with 7 playable characters.
Right. So, maybe they just could have cut some of that fat.
No, there's no fat there. They could have made the game...
Oh, excuse me.
They could have made Chris's campaign more interesting. They kind of set him up to have an interesting, like, dialogue about the effects of PTSD on someone who's survived all the horrors that are Resident Evil and have been very central to a lot of those major breakouts. And they kind of set it up when they start to explore it, but I think it's just a case of the writers not having the most deft hands that it kind of doesn't punch as hard as it should. And then I don't know what the fuck is going on with Wesker's son's campaign. I'm looking forward to getting to it again, just to like see if it's as bad as I remember. But I remember really enjoying Sherry Birkin, but could not get a handle on Jake Mueller. I think his name is Jake Mueller. I could not get a hand on his fucking controls. But this section, so much fucking fun.
Did you just like come up with every possible like previous character or connection to like a previous thing in this game and like make a playable character out of it? I am into what's happening here.
Yeah.
Deborah's got my vote.
Yeah. Fucking... Oh, I was like, am I just dead? Oh, no, I gotta get myself out of here. Yeah, Deborah's whole flavor, this whole situation just kind of popping up and be like, nah, dog, I'm a monster.
Yeah.
You thought I was scantily clad before. That was...
Yeah, now she's...
Those were my Sunday clothes.
The upskirt shots were foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's a Chekhov's gun situation.
She's also kind of got
it's
like...
Chekhov's upskirt, okay? Yeah. If you show an upskirt in the first act, you have to pay it off in the third.
She's kind of got like boob physics, but it's in a way that's like pulsing and not like jiggling, and it's not sexy. And
it's a very PS3 era.
So I'm
titty physics.
I
don't remember how to play this game.
It seems intentional almost, because like it's not like she moves and they like... waddle around like that are alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's standing still and they're like throbbing, and I'm like, oh, what's going on there?
I don't remember how to play this game.
So I'm gonna act on the assumption that that is intentional and it's supposed to be off-putting to me. But I'm into it.
Into the titties, Preston Black, 2020.
I mean, I'm into the whole thing, the whole Deborah scene.
Okay.
I
there's a
mean,
scene about it. That's
I don't
awesome.
know, like, she has to be nude, but, like, it's not offending to me, I guess. I've decided.
It's not obviously trying to be super sexy.
It doesn't, yeah, it's not
kind of meant to be a little monstrous. The way
exploitative.
her body moves and just is presented as a little monstrous.
Yeah.
As opposed to just a little horny. This section...
She's kind of, like, spidery, which is a little bit of a... shame. Like, the, like, sexy spider queen trope.
Okay.
Kind of thing. But...
Oh, I just quick shot it into a cutscene.
It's loose enough that I might just be, like, seeing things that aren't there, you know?
This section fucking sucks when you're playing solo Ada Wong with two people who are dumb fucks. But it is really cool. I think we've at least touched on that campaign's crossover.
Yeah.
And this might actually be the first time that can possibly happen.
Oh.
If someone's playing Ada Wong right now, they might just show up.
So this is where Ada's story begins. She, like, walks into this scene?
No, her story... This is, like, her second chapter, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Like, she's doing shit before this, and then it's... You kind of get to this point where these two stories overlap.
Interesting.
And pretty much everyone's got a time when that happens.
And you're not meant to be following along with them? You're on a different path?
Yeah, me and Leon are going through the same story right now.
No, but, like, in this room, like, you're meant to be separate from them?
They're forcibly blocked off from what the shit I'm up to.
Oh, okay. If you're playing as Leon, are you doing this stuff? And Helena's by herself?
Yeah.
Ooh!
This part's fucking great when you're Ada Wong, because she doesn't get knocked down into... Oh, I guess it happens for Helena, too. But I don't get knocked down into this bullshit, so I can just hang out up here. Take pop shots. I want to be down there, because that's where I'll do the most accurate damage. God, I'm not shooting very well. But for right now, I can avoid a lot of potential danger, which is pretty nice. Until this cutscene happens and I get forced down there. Whoa,
oh, hey,
players joining as Leon. What is up,
welcome
Rick
to the party.
Dav? Alright.
Came in just at the right time.
Vibing.
Can't hear what we're saying, but
Yeah.
know that I appreciate you.
Jesus.
So what's her game? What's Deborah's gimmick? You just meant to shoot her tentacles?
Yeah, you see the glowy things?
Yeah.
Basically that.
Or telegraph weak points.
I don't believe this is an overly complicated fight, if memory serves.
It was like the first boss, right? So.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, define boss. you kind of have a boss fight. You have a boss fight at the cathedral, kind of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that thing.
And like even you could count that gun shop fight as a boss fight if you wanted, because it's really just like defend the base kind of situation. But I mean, it's kind of the end of that.
Oh, that's
plot thread.
Oh, you survived this.
Not doing so hot.
Sorry.
It's okay. I thought she had a little red thing on her. I thought I was supposed to go talk to her or something.
Hey, you doing okay?
Can I use this from here?
You're
no.
a little bit tentacly. So I
wasn't going to say anything, but you are a little bit tentacly.
Yeah, we are friends and we do have company over. So I apologize because I'm sure I've asked you this before. Mm-hmm. But what's the the pandemic or the epidemic here that we're dealing with?
The President of the United States was going to confirm Umbrella's involvement in Raccoon City.
Uh-huh.
Because at this point, Umbrella's like not a company anymore. They've gone under and whatever, they exist under a different name, essentially. But as far as anyone knows, like Umbrella Pharmaceuticals doesn't exist.
So they're like, the jig is up. We've got to like change our identity to keep doing. But
the president's going to admit that like we know they had involvement in this.
Okay.
And then this group, I don't think they've been named as far as we are in this campaign, but they are very cleverly named Neo Umbrella. Whoa, that was big. Infect the president with a zombie infection right before he's about to go and have this press conference to tell everyone about what really happened in Raccoon City. Which causes another zombie breakout, and we've just been running away from that zombie breakout. Okay. But it's I think it's called... I forget what this one's called, but it's basically the T-virus or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Through this campaign with Helena and Leon, you're mostly fighting what are basically zombies. And then Chris fights... they're not Las Plagas, but they're very similar to Las Plagas, or the stuff you fight in Resi 5, Resi 4.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of focuses on being a little bit more of a shooter. Actually, his campaign feels more like Resi 5. And then in Jake and Sherry's campaign, they're fighting a different variation of basically Las Plagas, which are... They feel more like the enemies in Resident Evil 4, where they're mostly like... They're not villagers, but they're more just like city people.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're like city gang members who got themselves infected with some bullshit intentionally to like become stronger. That was a very long-winded answer. Right now, we're fighting basically zombies.
Okay. But this isn't like a...
Except obviously Deborah's something else.
Some other thing, yeah. But it's not like a new, like, a new virus compared to...
By name.
Okay.
It is, but...
It functions the same.
Exactly. I mean, I think there's like a dozen different viruses by this point.
Excuse me. Well, we can change over to a new episode whenever you are comfortable doing so.
Gotcha.
'Cause we have reached our time.
Whoa. Pretty sure some bullshit's gonna happen once we get to the bottom, but I think we will have a second before the bullshit starts happening on this little elevator ride. So I guess let's get to that point. Waiting on Leon to do some bullshit right now. Oh, I forgot someone's actually playing as Leon. I should be helping a lot more than I have been. You fucking got this, Rick Dav. Also, the lighting in this game isn't... It's very dramatic, but it makes for moments like this where I can't see shit. I don't want to call it bad because it looks very cool.
Ugh. That dude knocked a right loogie on you.
Right proper loogie. Fuck you, dude. This game also just recently got released for Switch. God, my guts, I'm sorry.
Are you gonna get it?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Do you pick up like game if you have a game already that you really like and it gets re-released, like either as like a special edition or on a new console? Do you?
Extremely rarely. It would require there to be a major jump in fidelity, or like I rebought Resi 4 on PC because I didn't have my PS2 hooked up at the time and didn't have the space to hook it up, and it was like $5.
Fair enough. Well, they usually like sweeten the deal by like throwing in like some kind of bonus content or something.
Yeah, like all the DLC and sometimes new costumes.
Does that make you feel really dirty if you pay for DLC and then like 2 years goes by and they're like, you can just have this?
No, because I paid to experience it early.
I guess that's true. The privilege.
This motherfucker's going slow, so we can go ahead and do it next time.
Oh, very good. Well, you heard it here first. Taun says next time, so next time it is.
Whoa. Fucking asshole, just fucking booted me.
Oh, I guess we're doing this cutscene now.
Yeah. It's okay, I know the trick.
Alright, cool. Alright, we'll see you on the next round. Goodbye, everyone.